if you are a teacher, this video is definitely for you. If you know my story, then great. If not, here's the cliff notes of my story. I was an education major in college because I love students. I loved math. I love educating people, anything. I love teaching. So I became a teacher. My first year of teaching, I was a 7th grade math and science teacher, and I loved almost everything about the job. I loved the kids. I loved math. I loved my teammates, my other colleagues. I loved the school, the administration. But there's something about being in the classroom Monday through Friday that I was just not jumping out of bed about. There is something about teaching in the classroom, and to this day, I still cannot pinpoint what it is, but there was just something that did not fuel my fire. And I know that these students deserve someone who is so incredibly passionate about being in the classroom with them and teaching them knowledge and subjects and content that I just wasn't made for the job. So even though I'm not in the classroom, I am still teaching. I'm teaching people how to find self-love. I'm teaching adults how to find self-love with fitness, nutrition, and personal development. I'm helping women find self-love with themselves to become a mentor of fitness and nutrition programs. And I'm also teaching students K through 12 and even college how to find self-love and be authentic and go after your dreams with a curriculum that I built. So I'm still an educator, just not a traditional one like everyone else. I think a lot of people forget that. They think, oh, Hannah's not a teacher anymore. No, I'm just not in the classroom anymore. But anyway, I wanted to give my tips to first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth year beyond teachers, because I feel like there were like 5 things that no one told me in college about teaching that I should have known. Like, I mean, I understand college can't teach you everything, but like it could have written down these 5 things for me to know. So I want to share with you, whether you are a first year teacher or a 30th year teacher, I think you're going to find this interesting and maybe a good reminder, even if you have been teaching for a while. So my first tip is, if you feel like you have no idea what you're doing and you think to yourself every day, why did I sign up to be a teacher? If you're questioning everything, it is so normal. I thought every day I'd be like, what the heck am I even teaching? Or what day is it? Or are the students even learning anything? Like, I was always questioning my teaching ability. It wasn't until like an administrator came in and was like, Hannah, you're doing a great job. And then I was like, oh, I am a good teacher. But anyway, side note, just listen to your gut. Teachers make so many freaking decisions every single day, like thousands of decisions, like 4 per minute. That's the average of how many decisions a teacher makes a day in their classroom. So listen to your gut, because teachers' guts are the best. Most of the time it works, but if it doesn't, you know that you can go into your classroom the next day and try it again. I can't tell you how many times I would come back the next day and be like, hey guys, you know what? That lesson was terrible. Let's try this again. And students appreciate that more than just trying to skim through something or skip past something and go on to the next thing. So if you feel like you're not doing anything right or you don't know what you're doing, it's so normal. You're not alone. Number 2, when an email or a parent emails you, do not take it personally. They seriously just want what's best for their child. I remember getting emails with frustrated parents and upset parents, and I would automatically take things personally, and I would like cry or be pissed off. But they don't know as much about your classroom and their child as a student in your classroom as you do. So be honest with them. Don't just send back an email with sass. Think about what you want to say. Be honest, because you don't know what their child is saying to them back home. They could be telling them a completely different story. And 9 times out of 10, the parent is going to believe you. So don't take emails personally. Parents just want what's best for their kids, and really think about an email back to a parent and proofread. Oh my God, please proofread before you send it. Number 3, this one I was like, no brainer, but no one told me. Keep a list of every Christmas / end of the year gift from students and send them a thank you note. Like this little act goes so far, and I can't believe I just never did it. I wish someone would have told me, but students will appreciate it. Parents will appreciate it. I think it's just that gesture goes a really long way. Number 4, and this is probably the most important one, and I remember someone telling me this, and I was like, that's silly, but then once I did it, I realized I should have followed this tip. Do not, I repeat, do not set your school email to your personal cell phone. Hell no. This is just a disaster waiting to happen. You need space and time away from school, and you are not going to get that if the emails are coming to your phone. Like, here's an idea for you. Check your email before you leave school, because if you're a first-year teacher, you're probably staying till 5 p.m. anyway. And then maybe check it in the morning before you go to school. I honestly think after 5 p.m. you shouldn't be on your email. If you're expecting students to have questions, then maybe check it before bed. But I found myself staying up all night long answering emails and thinking about students if I did that. And I get it. You might be thinking, Hannah, I am a teacher 24/7. Totally get that. But you're also a human. And you're also, some of you are moms, and some of you are wives or fiancés or girlfriends, and some of you are daughters and sisters and brothers and sons and husbands. Like, you're so many things that you got to be 24/7. So sometimes you got to put it away. And this is a kind of a side note. You need to take time for yourself. You can't fill other students' brains with knowledge and advice if you aren't doing that first. You need to be taking care of yourself. You need to be sleeping, exercising, sleeping, eating healthy. Did I say sleeping? Like, I know it is going to be hard for you to find time, but you need to make it a priority. There are, insert how many students you have. Like, I had 105. So 105 kids that literally needed me to stay healthy. I believe that it is way more important for you to show up positively and healthy than to have a perfectly thorough lesson plan all typed up, ready to go. Like, you have a certain amount of kids that need you to show up as your best self. You're not going to be your best self if you aren't taking care of you. So do that. Make it a priority. And if you need help, I know how to help you as an online health and fitness coach. Anyway, number 5, last tip. Don't forget to have fun with the kids. Some days you just gotta leave the curriculum behind and do something fun. Like, I understand there's a scope and sequence that you need to follow, and you have deadlines, and you have assessments, and you have administration making sure you're staying on task. But you know what? There were so many days I felt like I was pulling teeth with my students, but it was because they were bored. So the next day I would play something fun like math basketball, and it was like, boom, they were doing math, they were laughing, they were making mistakes, but enjoying their time. And guess what? I was having fun too. So don't forget to have fun with your students. You're not just there to give them and feed them content. You're there to be a role model. You are there to show up for them every single day. Your smile might be the only smile that they see. You are there to make sure that they are prepared to go to the next grade level. And for some students, that's not content-wise. That's behavior-wise, that's personality-wise, that's socializing-wise. Like, teaching is exhausting because you're not just teaching content. You're teaching students how to be their best self. And I really hope you remember that when you are a teacher. I really hope that you remind yourself that you don't have to be like these Instagram famous teachers. You don't have to be like teacher paid teacher. Like, just do the best that you can. And don't forget to love the heck out of your students and give them what they need after you give yourself what you need. So if you're a first-year teacher, good luck. I'm so excited to watch your journey. If you are a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, whatever teacher, I hope you have a great summer. And I hope this video really helped. If not, sorry, but I want to hear if this helped for you. And I hope that you can take one of these tips away. Happy summer, you teachers, and I can't wait for the next IGTV.